Hey guys, and welcome back to Drop the Mic 2. As you slide in that door, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And remember that everything I say over here is alleged and it's in my opinion. And I'm giving this commentary for critiquing and educational purposes only. Okay, you guys, there was a report made to the Child Protective Services in Texas. Okay. According to Texas officials, there were two young children, ages 6 and 8, that were left unsupervised in an apartment while their mother went on a cruise. Yeah, you heard me right. You heard me right. The ages are 6 and 8, and their mom went on a freaking cruise. Okay. The neighbors reported seeing the 29-year-old mother leave with luggage on April 4th. However, she never came back. She didn't return. The neighbors watching. Thank God for these neighbors. So, this is the part that really got me going. To protect the children's identity, the mother is not being identified by the news, per the Fort Worth Star Telegram. According to official records, neighbors had previously witnessed a similar incident, prompting officials to respond to the apartment for a wellness check, court documents say. The wellness check occurred on April 9th. Authorities discovered two young children unattended in a messy apartment. The floor was covered in trash and food, and there was a strong smell of urine in the air. The mother had been monitoring and talking to her children through a camera, and the 8-year-old had a phone to be able to text her. Officials contacted Child Protective Services, who handed over the children to their aunt. The mother was arrested on April 11th for child abandonment. So, you guys, I'm going to read a couple of comments that was under this post, and then we're going to get into it. So the first comment says, if you can afford the trip, you can afford a babysitter. That part. All right. And the second comment says, to protect the identity of the children, the mother will not be identified. Interesting. I find that very interesting too. Let's continue on. A cruise? A freaking cruise? Some people really have shits for brains and do. Y'all, this is the consensus in these comments. The next comment says, kids are free on cruises, though. Shaking my head. And that's true. On a lot of cruises, the kids are free if you have a paying adult. So why not take your children with you? Why would you leave your children unattended while you are on vacation? Your kids don't deserve a vacation? Like, what in the crap is going on with these mothers? What are they on? 29 years old. She got enough sense to know better. Oh my gosh. Someone else says, how can you casually pack and just walk out of your house knowing your kids are alone, not only for a moment, but for days? Like, what the F? Another person, unbelievable. It's a shame what folks would do to have a good time. That part. Someone else said, and the father? Good question. Another person says, what's crazy is if you pay for a cruise, why not pay for a babysitter as well? You should have made sure to fit in the budget. I'm sure one of the neighbors or family members would have done it for a small fee. Like the kids are with the aunt. So why couldn't they be with the aunt while you was on the cruise? Like why? Why would you leave your children? So, you know, they are saying who the mom is. They're identifying the mom, and we're going to do a little investigating and see who this mother is. But let's see who this mom is.
The mother accused of leaving her two young children home alone while she went on a cruise just appeared in court. This is a story that we first brought to you last night at 10 o'clock. A judge calling the circumstances egregious and set her bond at $25,000. Our Micah Hatfield has more on a recap of her appearance today. Lakeisha Williams. Williams is accused of leaving her 6-year-old daughter and 8-year-old son home alone at their luxury high rise in the Memorial City area while she flew to Florida and boarded a cruise to Puerto Rico. Both juveniles told officers that they had been left alone since April 4th. The young children were said to be left alone to fend for themselves for at least 5 days. Deputies, they didn't know when their mother was coming home. The Precinct 5 Constable's Office responded to Williams' apartment for a welfare check on Tuesday and noted the apartment was in a state of disarray. They say it smelled like urine, said it was obvious children had tried to make themselves meals. Court records say police found a phone and a camera she was using to communicate with children while she was gone. When deputies tried to contact Williams, they say she was not cooperative and changed her story about where she was. She was arrested Thursday evening. This afternoon, the judge issuing a protective order to keep Williams away from her children and to prevent her from communicating with them. She remains in custody on a $25,000 bond.
The mom looks to be an African American young woman. Her name is Lakeisha Williams. And yeah, she's been charged with child abandonment. They put a protective order in on the 12th so that she can have no contact with the children. And it looks like they are going to attempt to throw the book at this young lady. And you guys, there's another young lady in Indiana who has been charged with, I believe it's going to be murder. Um, when it's all said and done, she unalived her newborn infant by being neglectful, 9 days old, and left in a car seat while she slept for up to 14 hours. This child had no food. This child had no diaper change, nothing. This woman slept. And the most egregious thing is she left the infant in a car seat, and the child um, basically was asphyxiated because of the way he or she turned its head. Um, what is going on with these young women? Y'all take a listen at this.
Police arresting a woman weeks after her newborn son's death. She's accused of leaving him in a car seat for 13 hours. WLWT News 5's Rachel Hersheimer has been digging into this and joins us from Lawrenceburg with the details.
The events in this case are absolutely disturbing. 22-year-old Raleigh Phillips has been charged with reckless homicide after her newborn baby was found dead inside a Lawrenceburg apartment, and that infant was just 9 days old. A mother is behind bars after her newborn son was found dead in a car seat in an apartment on Bel Air Drive, according to the Dearborn County prosecutor.
That was a shocker. Yeah, I'm to be close and know something like that happened. That's terrible.
Court documents show the infant's mother, 22-year-old Raleigh Phillips, left her son allegedly strapped in the car seat for about 13 hours while she fell asleep. When she woke up, her baby was slouched over. A roommate called 911 and EMS took the infant to St. Elizabeth Dearborn Hospital. But a death investigation revealed the infant was dead for an extended period of time before first responders arrived to the Avery Apartments on March 3rd.
I hate to hear that. It's hard news to hear. I hate to hear anybody would just abandon somebody like that.
The prosecutor's office also says the baby hadn't been fed in about 14 hours. An autopsy revealed the probable cause of death was positional asphyxia. That's when someone's position prevents them from breathing properly. An arrest warrant was served yesterday, and Phillips was taken into custody and charged with neglect of a dependent, resulting in death and reckless homicide. Phillips was in court today for an initial hearing. Her bond was set at $200,000 surety in addition to $7,500 cash, and she's due back in court May 16th in Lawrenceburg.
What do y'all think of this story? What do y'all think of the state of our parents, our young mothers today? Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Why are you having children and not making sure they're properly cared for? You can party all you want, but you need to make sure your kids have eaten, that they are bathed, and that they are safe, and that they are being watched by a responsible adult. And if that can't be you, then it should be someone else. And at the end of the day, it should be you because you laid down and had those children. You decided to bring those young, beautiful, innocent lives into this world. It's nobody else's responsibility. And you don't get to party, okay, and neglect your children. You don't get to go on a cruise and neglect your children. What is this world coming to? Like, you gotta have what kind of parenting skills do you have as a mother? I couldn't even imagine walking out the house, going to the store for 10 minutes and leaving my children and not knowing if they're going to be okay. I couldn't even leave my kids for 10 minutes, much less days. Days and nights, those children in that apartment scared to death. When that sun goes down, children get afraid. Even if they say that they try to be brave, they get afraid because it's dark and they need to have an adult around to comfort them and make sure they know that they are safe. How dare you leave your children and then check on them via the daggone what is that video camera and the two-way and text message? How dare you? What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts and views down in my comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Share this story with your friends and family on social media to see what they think about it. And I'll see all you guys in the next one. Goodbye.